Hey folks, Ryan here from Mista Rau Gaming, and welcome to another solo playthrough video with me here today, where I'm going to be taking a look at Juicy Fruits, published by Deep Print Games and Capstone Games, part of the Capstone Games family lineup, designed by Christian Stöhr. Oh my goodness, Juicy Fruits, what can I say? Nice little family style game that actually surprisingly provides you with quite a bit of gameplay, and I was actually shocked when I learned that there's actually a solo mode, and actually quite a challenging solo mode towards this game as well. So I'm hoping that I'm going to show it off, and I'm going to show you how challenging this thing is. Hopefully now I don't blow this thing out of the water, which, believe me, it ain't going to happen today. But I hope that you enjoy this solo playthrough, and maybe you might want to check out Juicy Fruits for yourself. Before we get on into that, make sure that you're hitting a like button on my videos if you're enjoying the content that I'm creating. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. And of course, the notification bell is there to get notified every time new videos come out and when I go live on Tuesday nights. All right, well, I think I am all set up for a solo game, so let's hop on over to the table right now, and I'll show you exactly how Juicy Fruits plays. I'm just going to put the box away here, and yes, so everything's all nicely set up. These nice big, they're gigantic boards, and I'm kind of throwing everything at me and the kitchen sink tonight for this particular solo mode here. A little bit of setup has been done so ahead of time already. I have already got my island board all set up with my 5 fruit tiles here, and I've also gone ahead and I've already drawn my boat tiles that have went around the edge of my player board island here, and then all of the boats, all the green and the oranges, get placed back into the bag and shuffled together, because it all depends. It all depends if an orange boat or a green boat gets placed onto this solo board here, so you can mix them all up. The special tiles have all been randomly selected already here today, and we are when you set up for a solo game, you set it up as it's a 2-player game, so there are 2 tiles per level on this kind of, like, I think they call it kind of like an achievement board or something like along those lines, and there's some bonuses that can go along with those there. And I am also I'm going to be playing with the Juice Factory module that is on the opposite side of the scoring board. You can have this flipped over as just a scoring board for yourself here, but I am also going to play with the Juice module factory just because I do enjoy that module quite a bit when we do our gameplays. And I'm going to be playing with the full fruit solo board. And the reason why I'm playing with the full fruit is because I think it shows off a little bit of everything that could possibly happen in the solo game. There are 4 different solo mode boards that come with the game. They are all on the opposite sides of the player board here. On the opposite side of the player board that I'm playing with right now is the very basic, the very standard, probably the easiest board to play with play against in the solo mode, just because it doesn't have any of the interesting interaction icons that go along with the other ones. And I do have the other 2 kind of also over here. We've got ones that kind of, like, push the solo boat farther away, but scoring more points along the way board. And we've got a faster board here where the solo scoring tile scores quite a bit more frequently and faster on this particular board. But the full fruit module does highlight both of these types of boards actions in one. So I think that was a pretty neat one that I should showcase, because I think this will give you the full experience of what it means to play solo against in Juicy Fruits. Now, actions in Juicy Fruits are actually very, very quite simple. On your island board, what you're going to do is you're just going to slide. It's kind of like one of those, the iPhone, cell phone slide puzzle games. You're going to slide your fruit tiles here in a certain number of spaces, and however many spaces you slide that tile, that is how many of those fruits you actually end up end up getting. And all in the name of, we're going to try to score victory points by fulfilling these boat orders along the edge of our board. You can kind of see, I'll hold up this one here. They all have certain different requirements. This one requires 3 bananas and 2 mangosteens. And they all have varying degrees of points and how many fruit it actually takes you to fulfill those. So you can use your fruit to fulfill those. You can use your fruit to claim achievement tiles up here on this board, and it's all listed down the left side of the board here, and you also get some victory points. Whenever you claim a tile off the achievement board, this little marker is going to actually tick down a few spaces, and if it ever gets down to the X spot, the game is immediately over. And I'm just also trying to think here too. There is, and then the juice factory, you can also spend your fruit to increase on this juice factory every now and then, possibly scoring you some points. And as you can see, it's really quite easy to move up on the juice factory at the very beginning because it requires anything, but then all of a sudden it requires special kinds of fruit in order to go from one side to the next. All right, I think that is a little bit about everything. And then the solo player's turn, their turn is actually really quite simple. This marker is just going to keep increasing by 1 every round until it actually gets to a boat tile. And when we do that, then we're going to evaluate that particular boat tile, and I'm going to show you exactly how that's going to work in a little bit. All right. I think the best way to do this is just kind of hop right into some gameplay here, and believe me, this is actually going to go by. It goes by a lot faster than you would actually think in this particular game. Almost sometimes the setup is almost as long as the actual gameplay itself. Now, the whole strategy piece about this game is that you kind of want to evaluate. You do want to clear out these boat tiles, because once you clear out a boat tile, now your fruit actually have more spaces that they can move, and therefore you can actually get some big turns where you can grab a lot of a particular fruit on your turns. Now, we get to go first on our turn, so let's take a look at what we are going to possibly want to grab for ourselves. And let's see if I think there are some easy ones that we can go for. I do see that there are a couple of boat tiles here. That's what I'm trying to go for. That only require 1 fruit each, so therefore I can actually do that. So I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to slide my banana up 1 space here, and I'm going to grab myself a single bed. I'm actually going to move those just a little bit higher, and then this is going to be my fruit on that higher. And that's all I can do on my turn. I move it up, I grab myself a fruit. Now I evaluate, can I do any of my boats? Nope. Do I want to buy anything on the achievement track? Nope. Do I want to move up on the juice factory? I could. I actually have a banana here, and I could actually spend 1, grab myself 2 points right away. But I don't think I'm going to do that. I'm going to save on to my banana, so that is the end of my turn. The solo boat just moves forward 1 space. That's it. That's all they do. Until they get to the boat. And then when they get to the boat, that's when they're going to start scoring points, and things are going to start getting a little bit crazier. Okay, so grab myself my 1 banana here. And you know what? I'm actually going to I'm going to grab this. I'm going to take this mangosteen here, and I'm going to slide it over here, grabbing it. And I think at this time, I'm going to evaluate. I'm going to actually spend my mangosteen and my banana here, and I am going to fulfill this boat order right here. So I'm just going to take it off the board. It says that it is worth 1 victory point. So I'm going to move myself up 1 victory point on the victory point track, and I'm going to spend those fruit. And then since I don't have any fruit left, I'm not buying anything on the achievement track. I am not increasing on the, well, I can't actually buy one of these in because since I fulfilled a boat tile, I can't do both of these, but I can always at the very end of my turn go up on the juice factory, which I am not going to do. Okay, solo boat turn. They're just going to increase by 1. Back on to me. Okay, so I think I'm going to take my pomegranate here, and I am going to slide it down 2 spaces. So therefore, I'm going to grab myself 2 pomegranates. and put them into my supply. Okay, on to the solo turn. Oh wait, do I want to spend anything? Can I spend them on? Nope, that requires 2 pomegranates and a mango, so I can't actually do that. Though that would actually be really, really quite nice. Ice cream stands are a really, really good tile to get. Maybe not right now, but I think I will spend. Oh gosh, I do need quite a few pomegranates across my board here, but I think I'm going to get going on the juice factory here. So I'm going to spend 1, and I am going to move. Now I have to look at I always have to look this one up here because it is always tricky wing, because you have 2 discs here. We actually have 2 discs stacked one on top of one another. And I always forget this about moving on the juice factory here, is that if they are stacked together like they are at the beginning of the game, I think you can move them all as just 1 unit for a fruit cost of only, well, because since they are. So do you know what? I am actually going to, because you could actually split them up if you wanted to. But at the very beginning of the game, I am not going to split them up. I'm just going to spend that, and I'm going to move over to this space here, and I'm going to grab myself 2 more points. Okay, that is that. Solobot moves, 1 more step, and then I guess at the end of their next turn, we are going to evaluate the first Solobot point scoring opportunity. Okay, so now that I've got that done, let's take a look at what we are going to possibly try to do here. Well, I think I'm going to take this banana, and I'm going to slide it 2 spices over. Grab myself 2 bananas. Don't think I see anything, but I do see this, that I have 2 bananas and 1 pomegranate. Then I'm actually going to score that for 2 victory points. No fruit left over, so then anything. And now we get to cross. Now we're going to now, as you can see here on the board, they're a little harder to see here, but there are these bottles that are littered along the edge of this dock here. Every time that you cross a bottle and that bottle color matches the current solo boat, these 2 discs on the juice factory are actually going to advance, and they kind of start blocking up spaces, especially the point gathering spaces is what if they get too far ahead of you, they start blocking up those points. So but this one's a green bottle, but this is an orange boat, so that is not going to trigger as I cross this threshold. All right, so now that I'm onto this boat here, we are actually going to have to evaluate it, which means they are going to score 10 points right now, because that is what is printed on the boat. So they immediately leapfrog us and go right up to 10 points. And since this is an orange boat, we have to actually evaluate. They're actually going to get rid of one of the achievement tiles on us and start making the marker go down. Now, how we do that is we're going to grab a boat tile from the bag here. We're going to grab it, and we're going to ignore everything on this boat except for the very, very, very top number here, which in this case, it is a number 6. So the number 6 tile on this board is actually just going to get claimed and discarded. And I see that the number 6 tile is this one right here. So it's actually just going to go away. It is not available to me anymore in this game. I'm just going to discard it off to the side here. And this marker is going to tick down 1 space. That boat tile that was just drawn is discarded. This boat tile that we are currently on is now discarded because it is all done for its actions. And then we are going to draw a new solo boat tile to come on in. And we are going to grab it's going to be another orange boat. And what we're going to pay attention to is for this board, we're going to pay attention to 2 things. First thing, it says it's ... 4. And so that means I'm going to go 4 spaces in front of my marker here. So 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces in front of my marker. So it's going to go right there. And also it's got this kind of like this circly arrow thing where it means my marker in the center board here is actually going to go clockwise 1 space. And I actually have to evaluate this, which means, hey, the boat tile actually is going to go one space before. So once was at 4 spaces, but now it's only 3 spaces ahead because of this particular action, which means that this tile is actually going to trigger sooner than the previous, which is actually unfortunate because this is 12 points. So they're going to start rocketing up until I start actually doing some more things around my board here. Okay, well, let's start gathering some more. Do I need anything? Okay, so I'm going to start gathering some more things. So I'm going to grab a couple mangoes on my turn here. So I'm going to grab a couple mangoes. And I can't really do anything with just 2 mangoes right now, unless if I want to just increase myself onto this juice factory business here. Which, you know what? I don't think that I'm going to do that right now. I got some plans for those mangoes later on. So that is the end of our turn. We are going to advance this, and we are going to cross the threshold of an orange bottle, which means and since that orange bottle matches my boat color, I am actually going to advance the juice factory markers. Now they always move along the top and bottom paths if at all possible here. And so since the top path is already blocked by us, the one is going to actually just move down to the bottom path. They don't score any points. And then since that bottom path is already blocked, this one's just going to jump straight across because it has to move 1 space forward. Okay, so that's the way that the juice factory mod actually works. Okay, we don't have anything left to evaluate, so let's take a look at what's going on our board here. And I think we're going to slide the. Ooh, do I want to slide the mangosteens down? I could actually claim up that boat tile right there. Ooh boy, who dowdy? I think. Oh my gosh, trying to evaluate exactly what do I need, or I could actually, maybe start setting myself up for some ice cream scoring, which does actually sound very lovely. I think I might try that. I'm actually going to slide my pomegranate up 2 spaces to grab 2 pomegranates. I do have a lot of options here. I could claim this boat tile off my board. I'm not going to do that right now. Rather, I'm going to spend 2 pomegranates and 1 orange, and I'm going to claim this achievement tile right here. That's going to get me 2 victory points. And I actually get to claim this tile, which ticks this down 1 space. And now I get to put this onto my board. And this is the yellow stand. So that means I can actually start making some of these ice creams that require bananas, pomegranates, and mangosteens. And the way that I do that is if I have those fruits, I am going to actually have to slide this tile around in order to do that. The number of spaces that I move that tile is the number of ice creams or milkshakes. Milkshakes bring all the boys to the yard. As long as I spend 2 fruits that are the same, I can actually create milkshakes that are worth 3 points each. And with this last mango, it doesn't require any ice cream for me. So you know what? I'm just going to take this mango and I am going to move my stack, my stack of discs in the juice factory. Okay, that is that. So I am now going to increase this. It crosses another orange bottle, and this is an orange boat, which means both of these markers are going to move, and so the red one's going to actually come up here and block the top spot here, and this bottom one is just going to move into the next region. Okay, and then we didn't reach the boat yet, so we don't have anything to do. So now it's on to our turn, which, my goodness gracious, let's start getting a bunch of things here ready. Let's grab a couple pomegranates again. And, yep, that is going to be our turn. Yep, that is going to be our turn currently. Let's go on to our solo bot. They're going to cross a green boat, which means they don't advance on the juice factory at all. But now they have reached their another orange boat here. So they are going to score themselves. What is that? 12 points. All the way up to 22 now. And since it's an orange boat, we have to evaluate. We have to grab one out of the bag. And we are going to take a look at the top tile. And it says number 13 is going to get discarded, and that is this tile. That was actually a pretty good tile for them. This tile says you actually score 4 points at the end of the game for every cleared beach side of your island. That's unfortunate, and that's going to tick this down market. So this is actually advancing quite quickly on ourselves, and we haven't actually done much in ways of scoring. Okay, let's grab another tile. And oh my gosh, it's another orange boat tile. And we'll see here, it says we're going to move forward 3 spots this time. So 1, 2, 3. We're going to put it there. And it does say we have to move clockwise once again. And look at that. It is going to suck our boat 1 space closer once again. I told you this is challenging. Very, very challenging on us. Okay. Now what are we going to do on our turn right now? Let's try. I did have a plan, but it's actually going to take a bit of moving around here. But I think this time I am going to. Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy! Let's grab a couple mangosteens. Yeah, I'm going to grab a couple mangosteens. And mainly now if I can grab a couple bananas, which I will be able to do on my turn, then on a future turn I can actually start moving my ice cream stand around to actually start claiming some of those points. That would be very handy for us to be able to do. But I think one thing that I should do, I think right now, oh gosh, I'm just trying to look here and see what I could possibly do in the juice factory, is that I could actually probably spend some of my fruit in order to split up my discs here. Like I could spend a mangosteen right now and jump straight forward 1 space and grab 2 points. And I could maybe spend one of my pomegranates here, and I could come down 1 space in order to grab 2 more points. That way. And then still have a couple things left over that I couldn't have spent down here. Okay. We're moving forward. And we're actually down there. There's a colored bottle here that's a blue bottle. And notice that is not green and that is not orange. Whenever you cross a blue bottle, they automatically are going to move forward. So we're going to move forward 1 space here. And now this one is, now that that's open, this one's just going to kind of climb up that space right there. Alrighty, so let's take a look at what we're going to end up doing for our particular turn here with our pomegranate and mangosteen. Really kind of didn't really plan this out all that well. Maybe I'm actually going to backtrack my turn here, as I'm actually going to keep my pomegranate, and I would have spent an extra mangosteen in order to do my juice factory here. Just because I think what I'm going to do on this upcoming turn here is I am actually going to throw my mangoes up 2 spaces to grab a couple mangoes. And that is going to mean I'm going to spend 2 pomegranates and a mango. I'm going to clear off this boat right here for 2 more points. Just like that. Just to kind of also just keep making myself some room up on here. More spaces to move things is always really, really good. Okay. All right, I think that might be what I'm going to do for my turn. And then I have this extra mango, but I look, now we're getting into the areas where you need specific fruits in order to be able to move forwards and stuff like that. So I'm not moving forward on that juice factory anymore. So let's just say, okay, we're moving forward. We're crossing an orange bottle. We have an orange boat, which means we have to move up on the juice factories here, just like that. And we are going to evaluate this boat. They're going to score another 7 points, taking them up to 29. And again, they have to take away another one of our achievement tiles. That is not the greatest. And they're going to take away number 1. Number 1 is going away. And this is going to tick down 1 space. Unfortunate for us. And let's take a look here. What are they going to grab? And they are only going forward 1 space this time around. Okay, that is going to be that. Oh, and it looks like it's going to go clockwise. So still going clockwise. And now they're gone to this spot, which is going to score them another 3 points. And they're going to do one of those orange boat actions here where they are going to take away another tile on me. Oh my gosh, this is flying by really quickly here. They're going to take away tile number 10 this time around. Where is tile number 10? That is this big 12-point tile. Dang. And tick this down 1. Oh, that is bad luck on us. Very much bad luck on us. Okay, well, what are we going to end up? What do we need to do here? We need to get things rolling for ourselves. So let's grab a couple mangosteens. And I don't think I can do much with those because I don't have that and I don't have those. So that is going to be that. Solo board, they're going to cross an orange bottle. This is a green boat, so nothing happens with the juice factory, but we do have to evaluate that they score another 5 points. 4, 5. And that is that. This is a green boat, so we don't have to evaluate going down that. This is just going to get discarded, and they're just going to draw out a new boat, which is going to be another orange boat. It's going to move forward 2 spaces. Right there, and it looks like that it is still going clockwise, which is going to score them 8 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And it's going to push the boat 1 space farther, which is that's actually not terrible. Not terrible for us. Okay. Well, what are we going to do on our turn now with these couple pomegranates and this 1 mango? Oh, sorry, I got mangosteens and mangoes. Oh, boy. Sheesh. I need to make up ground like it was yesterday. So, my gosh. Let's do it this way. I'm going to grab myself a couple of pomegranates again. Just like that. I now have those, which are, I could claim that new fruit tile. I could actually grab this guy for 3 points, and it would actually start giving me some extra limes and bananas if I ever needed to get limes and bananas. I haven't even done that this game yet. And I don't think that I can do anything around my board here, but I do like the fact that I have a couple of these so that I maybe can start getting some of those, what am I called? Ice cream stands. Start getting some ice cream stands going here. Okay, so I think I'm going to pause on that fact. So this is going to go. They're crossing a blue bottle, which means these are going to advance once again. So this is going to advance there. This one's going to advance up to there. And that is all of they're going to do on their turn. So let's grab ourselves. Oh boy, I am in big trouble. I think that I'm in some big trouble here. Let's grab a couple of bananas. Let's grab a couple of bananas here just because I want... Wait. Maybe I shoot... Yeah, no. I'll take the two bananas. I'll take the two bananas. I really don't have a plan going on this right now, and I don't think I can do anything with those bananas and anything that I have here right now. Nope. I am just gathering fruit left, right, and center here. And I can't even spend this up on that track there. So we are just going to move forward on the solo. At least it's a green bottle. These are not advancing anymore. And it is, yeah, that is that. All right. Let's grab, a couple more pomegranates. I do promise I have a plan for this. Grab those right there. And nope, I don't think I'm going to do anything with any of this for the current moment. So I think I'm just going to leave it. I'm going to leave it like that once again. So this is going to move forward. We're just not going to move on the juice factory. They are going to score 6 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And they are going to claim themselves another achievement tile, which I think I'm just abandoning at this point. They're going to grab number 14 this time around. And number 14 is right there. Take that off. And you know what? If one more of those tiles gets acclaimed this time around, the game is actually going to end on us. Oh my goodness gracious! Which actually could, if we do get a counterclockwise rotation here, the game would actually end on us. So let's pray that that doesn't happen. Let's just hope that it keeps going clockwise, even though that gives them more points. And we are going to go 4 spaces forward. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's down here, and that is a. Yeah, that is a clockwise rotation. Perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4. That scores them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more points. But as long as it did not try, but it will trigger the end of the game when in 4 more turns here when this actually gets to that particular boat. All right, so I'm going to move my limes over, get some limes going here. 1, 2 limes. And I'm going to spend 3 pomegranates and 2 limes to clear off this boat for 6 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Huzzah. I guess so. Keep those like that. Oh, and now I'm pomegranate short, but I think that is going to be okay. I don't have any limes or bananas left over. I really kind of screwed myself up in this area. Right there. So this is going to move forward once. Wait, can I do anything else with these? No, need limes, banana limes, need limes. Guess I shouldn't need limes. I needed limes more. I guess I should have been paying attention to that. Okay, so I think what I should be able to do now is pass on to them. So they're going to cross a blue bottle, which means they are going to move forward spaces on me. Okay, so now I need to actually make some room for my banana boat here. Or so my ice cream boat. So 1, 2, let's grab 3 bananas just because, hey, why not? I am going to, I don't think I can do anything with those bananas. Oh, I could actually clear off that boat right there, but I do kind of need some bananas together for my ice cream. my big ice cream move that I do want to try to pull off, but I am going to spend 1 banana to move this disc forward 1 space here and stack it on top of my guy over there. This is going to move forward 1 space. It's a green bottle, which does not match the boat, so we are all good. And now I am going to... I just wish I had like, but I'm just going to grab another couple pomegranates here just because I'm not going to spend any. But what could I actually do? No, I would need to spend 2 of them there, and I need to spend. Okay, so I'm good. I'm good on that front. I don't have any limes for up there, so we are all good. So we're going to do this. We're going to cross an orange bottle, which means these are going to move forward spaces on us, and this game is going to end on us, but I am going to be able to create, I think I can create 2 ice creams. Oh boy. Yeah. So 2 bananas, 2 pomegranates, 2 mangosteens. So if I just moved this, I could just move this 2 spaces, and I could spend those, and I could grab these 2 ice creams for 24 points. There. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 20 gives me up to 43. But that also clears off this, and it has a little check mark here, which means this is going to move down, and that is actually going to trigger the end of the game on us. So my whole big move of actually doing that actually triggered the end of the game on me, which if I pull out the little handy dandy move here, it says the game ends after after their turn if there is an X on the dock space, or if the license marker is on the X of the license track. So they do get their 1 more turn, which goes there. It crosses a green bottle, so they don't advance on the juice factory, but they will score themselves another 11 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And they would advance that thing, but that is going to be end all be all. And again, this one I absolutely got crushed, 67 to 43 on this board, and that was because they got some big pointers out quickly, and they scored them quickly because they drew those bow tiles really quite quickly towards them before I could actually get anything going on my board. Like I said, Juicy Fruits. It's actually really, really, really fun to play. The solo mode is absolutely challenging, and I gave us the full experience here. This is the full experience. And oh my gosh, I didn't even get, in this particular thing, this was actually a bad one to show off. I barely got anything going today. Anywho, that's how you play Juicy Fruits solo. It's actually really good. I really enjoy this game, especially when we play it multiplayer. It's a great 2-player game. It's a great 4-player game. I've actually just enjoyed this game quite a bit with our family. All right, everybody, I am Ryan of Mista Rau's Gaming, and if you enjoyed this video, please make sure that you're putting likes on these videos, subscribing to the channel if you haven't done so already, and of course, the notification bell is there. We get notified. Tuesday nights, I go live, and these videos come out really quite regularly. All right, folks, well, I'm going to have to say good evening, good morning, or good afternoon, depending on when you decide to watch this video. And as always, thanks for watching, y'all. Cheers.